Okay, so I think the sort of the goals that I want to get done. So our goal for this week in Manim is I want to show how we can plot something in Manim, like plot a curve in Manim, really draw a curve in Manim, and then like label the curve, maybe like if it's y equals x squared, something like that, put that label on there. Now, this is actually going to bring up a whole lot of stuff when we do this. So there's going to be a whole lot of different things that we can talk about when we actually in order to do that. There's a lot of other things that we'll get to talk about. So again, first thing that I have here, first thing that I'm going to do, I've got my Anaconda prompt up. I have it huge now just because I'm embarrassed by how disorganized and cluttered my desktop is. Now I created, this is my directory, rob-rom. In this directory, I have a documents folder. Okay, I think probably most of you have a documents folder. And I also created a directory called Manim696. Now you might have called it Manim or something else, but I just called it Manim696. So I'm going to go to Manim, my directory, Manim696. If you called it Manim, go to Manim. If you didn't create a subdirectory, then I guess don't do this. I forget exactly what I did in the video. You can in the original video, but I wrote Manim696. You write whatever is appropriate for you. So now I am in this where I have access to the files, the relevant files. You don't have to navigate to the directory to do this. It's just more convenient. Okay, so now I have created an environment called Manim696, and I want to activate that environment. So activate Manim696. Okay, it's activated, and now I want to open Jupyter. And it should be opening it inside of the environment. Okay, so let me show you what I have over here. All right, so I want to create a new Jupyter file, so I'm going to come here, notebook, and I think I'm just going to call this Manim plot. You call it whatever you want to. Okay, so we need to import Manim. So from Manim, import star. That means import star means we import everything from the Manim library. I'm going to do the config stuff, config.media width. Now I have no idea, like I don't know why I'm choosing 75%, or I know why I'm choosing 75% because that's what they did in the on the Manim tutorial about using Jupyter. So I figured it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So then the verbosity, this is going to be set to warning. So it's going to give me all of the warnings. And I'm going to run this, and hopefully you should get something like this. It says, it should say the Manim version here. Manim Community means Manim Community Edition. Other editions of Manim are going to be like the things that just Grant Sanderson are working on. But we have the Manim Community Edition. I think if we run this code again, it's not going to show that. So yeah, so if you run the code again and you get something like that, you're not going to see it. I think to see it again, you have to restart the kernel and then run everything. Whoops. Now maybe it'll show up again. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. All right. So now in this cell, we are going to write our Manim class that does the plotting that we want it to do. And we're going to do this in several steps. But the top part here is going to be the Manim dash. I'm going to do QH so you can see what high def looks like. And the class, I'm going to call a class plots. So plots here, and then remember this is just the command that Manim will run. So I'm going to have class plots scene. Again, scene is a class in Manim. Plots is the class that we're writing. This means that plots inherits from scene. If you don't understand about subclasses and things like that, just think of this as something that you have to write to get the magic to work. Okay, so the first thing that I want to introduce is then def construct. Okay, so remember what happens is that when Manim runs this, when you do Manim-QH plots, Manim is going to find the class called plots, and it's going to execute this method called construct. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do, and probably the only thing that I'll do for this video, and then I'll do more in the upcoming videos, I want to set the background color to the best color in the world, of course, which is the Aggie maroon color. So to do that, we're going to do self camera dot background color underscore here equals, and then it's going to be hex code. So there's different ways to represent colors. One is using hex code. It's going to be 6 different numbers. Each 2 is going to represent a hexadecimal number. So for this, to let it know you want to use hex, use the hashtag and then 500000. And I'm going to run this, and what we're going to get is just a maroon rectangle that's 75% of the width here, assuming I've done everything correctly. Okay, so that's exactly what we get. This is the official Aggie HTML color code as well. So this is official Aggie maroon. Okay, so again, that's it. Not much different from what we've done so far. In the upcoming videos, I'll show. In the next video, I'll show how to. The next video, we're going to draw a grid, and then more after that. But the next step is to draw a grid, and there's going to be some things there that we have to talk about as well.